and welcome to Six Flags Fiesta Texas Holiday in the Park. Today I will be telling you about all the different things that you can see and do and experience while visiting Fiesta Texas during Holiday in the Park. From Taz and Bugs giving us a little number, Bugs and Lola and some elves helping us light the Christmas tree, and even a lap around the park on Miss Kitty with tons of holiday lights everywhere. Let's start towards the front of the park where you can catch the Tinker Bells. That's Belles, not to be confused with Tinkerbell, that's Disney IP. The Tinker Bells are ballerinas that are introduced by toy soldiers all performing to some holiday classics. This show happens near the front of the park in the Los Festivales Plaza, where there is a giant Christmas tree and tons of holiday lights and decorations. It's an excellent show to set the mood and scene for the rest of your day at the park. I want to give a special shout out to this trumpeter and this drummer. They are definitely giving this performance their all. All of these performers are talented and put on an excellent show, but these two just seem to give it a little extra. It's always nice to see such enthusiasm in the performances around the park. This show does happen multiple times a day, and you might be able to see showtimes in the app, but I know Six Flags is updating the app right now, and I just checked and I couldn't find any showtimes for any of the shows. If you want to have a list of showtimes, I'm sure that you can stop by guest services or guest relations at the front of the park and get a list. I did see some people walking around with a Holiday in the Park little trifold pamphlet thing. I didn't pick one up, but I'm sure the showtimes would be in there. I suggest watching the Tinkerbells at the beginning of your day, since it is kind of towards the front of the park, and like I said, it helps set the mood for the rest of the day. Next, we are going just around the corner towards the Hurricane Harbor gift shop. This area has been transformed into Candy Cane Lane, and inside Candy Cane Lane, inside where what is usually the gift shop, you have a photo opportunity with the man himself, Santa Claus. These photos are available for purchase, but are not included with your photo pass if you have one, although the digital copies can be uploaded to your PalmVom account. They also have some picture frames and other Holiday in the Park souvenirs in there as well. Walking towards Crack Axle Canyon's Scream Punk district, there are tons of holiday decorations next to Old Blues Barbecue. There are decorations and lights like this throughout the whole park. It's like Christmas threw up everywhere. It's awesome, really. Once you pass through Crack Axle Canyon, you will find a s'mores station. Here you can purchase some s'mores kits and roast your own marshmallows over a real wood fire. The park does have tons of safety systems in place to ensure that even the little ones can participate in this activity safely. This is located near the giant Christmas tree in front of Whistle Stop number 39, which is closed during Holiday in the Park because the giant Christmas tree is in the way. You can purchase your s'mores kits for $5.99 each. When I was at Six Flags Over Texas, I saw they had a deal, something like buy 3, get 1 free. I didn't see signs like that here at Fiesta Texas, but maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough. Again, you can see that they have all the safety equipment on hand, and this station is located in front of the Thirsty Buffalo Saloon, Whistle Stop number 39, and Daredevil Dive. So grab some s'mores, have a fun little treat while you're in the park. If you are enjoying this video so far and getting some useful or helpful information, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It really helps out my channel and I really appreciate it. Over behind Lone Star Lil's Amphitheater, there is a little fountain show called the H2 Ho 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 Holiday Fountain. After dark, they turn these fountains on. They're really cool to see. I didn't really get any footage of it. You might be able to see it on some of the train footage later. It's presented by Magic in the Sky. Don't know who that is. They start at 6 p.m. and if you're walking by, sit down, hang out for a minute. Be sure to set aside some time to have yourself a Loony Tunes Christmas. At this musical, you can sing and dance along with the Loony Tunes and hear Taz's thoughts on It looks like this show has 3 showtimes per day, is held at the Teatro de Fiesta near the front of the park, and includes numbers by Bugs Bunny, Taz, Daffy Duck, Sylvester, and Tweety. It is a fun show for the whole family, and I highly suggest making some time during your visit to the park to catch this show. One of the biggest holiday traditions during the Christmas season is a tree lighting ceremony, and Six Flags Fiesta Texas holds one of the best I've ever seen, every day during holiday in the park. The tree lighting ceremony happens every night at 6 p.m. in Rockville, right in front of the Rockville High. But just before the tree lighting, they put on one of my favorite holiday in the park shows. So I suggest getting to that area about 20 minutes early, so about 5:40, to get a good spot and watch the show and the tree lighting. This show is called Sing Christmas and features a few elves in training, along with Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny, singing and dancing along to some holiday favorites and putting on an original show. This show is hilarious from the beginning, but I think it would be hard to understand what is going on if you miss the introduction, so be sure to get there before it starts. There is a part of the show where the elves do some crowd interaction, so if you want to dance with an elf, be sure to stand right at the front and be ready to dance. Sing Christmas is about 15 to 20 minutes long and ties right into the tree lighting ceremony that is also about 15 minutes long, so the whole experience will take up about 30 to 45 minutes of your day. I think this is a great show to grab a snack and a drink, maybe some hot chocolate, right before the show, and sit back and enjoy the whole thing. If you've made it this far into the video, you obviously love theme parks, and will definitely benefit from the information I share on my channel. So go ahead and subscribe to keep up with all of my latest videos. My 2025 trip recap is coming soon, and I will be starting my coaster rating series in early 2026. Plus, I have some exciting announcements for 2026 that you don't want to miss. Now, before Bugs, Lola, and the elves start the official tree lighting ceremony, let's go take a ride on Miss Kitty and make a lap on the Fiesta Texas Railroad. If you've been on the Fiesta Texas Railroad before, you know that it can be used as transportation between Spassburg and Crackaxle Canyon. But during holiday in the park, the Crackaxle Canyon station, known as Whistle Stop number 39, is closed because there's a giant Christmas tree directly in front of the station. So the ride is just a loop back to the Spassburg station. Fiesta Texas Railroad also takes you through parts of the park that guests are not allowed to walk through. So you get a little bit of a behind-the-scenes peek into parts of the park you don't normally see. During holiday in the park, however, most of these areas are filled with bright lights and extravagant decorations. Most of the lights and decorations you can see during the train ride are themed to the 12 days of Christmas. You've got everything from a partridge and a pear tree to 5 golden rings, 10 lords a leaping, and yes, even 12 drummers drumming. The train cars are also decorated with lights and garland, making this one of the best nighttime rides in the park. I definitely suggest going on this ride after dark, especially if you have little ones that love seeing all the Christmas lights. And here you can see a little bit of the H2 Ho 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 fountain show that I mentioned earlier. Now it's time for the grand finale to the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. This is one of the coolest things that Fiesta Texas does for holiday in the park, and it is on my must-see list while visiting the park during the Christmas season. All of the costume performers and your favorite Loony Tunes show up for the tree lighting. There are fireworks, and somehow they actually make it snow here in San Antonio. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some useful information out of it. If you did, go ahead, hit that like button, and tell me in the comments your favorite thing about holiday in the park. I hope you all have a happy holiday season, and I look forward to sharing all of my upcoming 2026 adventures with you. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the ride.